Welcome to Gentle English Stories, the channel where you learn English through powerful life stories. If you believe in your dreams, and if you want to grow every day while improving your English, you are in the right place. This is episode 2 of our 5-part series on the inspiring life of Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. In the previous episode, we saw Kalam's childhood, a little boy from Rameswaram who sold newspapers and dreamt of flying. Today, we will walk with him into a new world, the world of education, struggle, rejection, and determination. A time when Kalam burned the midnight oil, not just to study, but to build a future for himself, his family, and for India. After finishing school, Kalam had one goal: to study science and aerospace engineering. He dreamed of building aircraft and even becoming a pilot. But the journey was not going to be easy. He applied to study physics at St. Joseph's College in Tirupalli. There, he worked hard, very hard. He wasn't the smartest in class, but he was the most disciplined, focused, and curious. He asked questions. He took notes. He studied late at night, reading under the light of a street lamp when electricity wasn't available. This is what it means to burn the midnight oil. To work when others sleep. To learn when others give up. He later said, "To succeed in life and achieve results, you must understand and master 3 mighty forces: desire, belief, and expectation." After completing his degree in physics, Kalam got admission into the Madras Institute of Technology, MIT, one of the best engineering colleges in India. But the fees were high. Very high. His family couldn't afford it. Kalam was ready to give up the seat and go back to Rameswaram. But then, something happened. His elder sister, Zohara, sold her gold bangles and earrings to pay the admission fees. That sacrifice touched Kalam deeply. It gave him more strength than money ever could. He said, "My sister's sacrifice gave me the energy to never give up. Her trust became my fuel." At MIT, Kalam studied aerospace engineering. His project was to design a small aircraft. His guide, Professor Srinivasan, gave him a deadline of 3 days. Kalam worked day and night. No sleep. No food. Only design, calculations, and a dream. When he presented the model, the professor said, "This is the best student project I have seen in years." That moment proved that hard work always shines. It may take time, but it never fails. Still, Kalam's dream was to fly a plane himself. He applied to the Indian Air Force to become a pilot. He cleared the written test. He cleared the interview. Out of 25 candidates, only 8 would be selected. He stood 9th. Just 1 rank short. He was rejected. It was one of the most painful moments in his life. He had worked so hard. He had prayed. He had prepared. But destiny had other plans. He was heartbroken. But he didn't cry. He didn't complain. Instead, he walked to the Himalayas to meet a spiritual guru named Swami Sivananda. There, Kalam found peace. Swamiji told him, "Accept your destiny and go on with your life. You are not destined to be a pilot, but you are destined for something greater." Kalam returned to Madras with a calm mind and applied for a job at the Defence Research and Development Organization, DRDO, in Delhi. He got the job. And though it wasn't flying a plane, it was the first step to building one. At DRDO, he began designing helicopters and worked on small defense projects. Later, he moved to ISRO, India's Space Research Organization. There, his mission became clearer. "I may not fly an aircraft myself," he said, "but I will help India fly." He never stopped dreaming. And he never stopped working. His daily routine was simple: wake up early, read, work, learn, think. He believed in action, not noise. Don't read success stories, he once said. You will only get a message. Read failure stories. You will get ideas to succeed. And that was his life, a mix of struggle, learning, humility, and quiet strength. At ISRO, he would go on to lead major space missions, but more on that in the next episode. Let's pause here and reflect. What do we learn from Kalam's journey so far? We learn that even the most talented people face rejection. We learn that sacrifices, like the one made by his sister, shape our lives. We learn that hard work will always find its reward, even if it's delayed. And above all, we learn that your dream is bigger than your failure. Today, you may face failure. You may be rejected. You may feel like giving up. But like Kalam, you can rise. You can walk again. You can build something greater than you ever imagined. Because failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. He said. Fail means first attempt in learning. So dear listener, as you listen to this story, don't just hear the words, feel the fire behind them. Don't just improve your English, improve your life. Kalam didn't fly as a pilot, but he helped an entire nation soar into the sky. Thank you for listening to Gentle English Stories. If this episode touched your heart and helped your English, please like, share, and subscribe. The more you listen, the more you grow. In the next episode, we'll see how Kalam became the missile man of India and launched India's first satellite into space. Until then, keep learning, keep dreaming, and remember, you are born to rise.